Hi, I'm Shannon, this is DJ, and this is Tara, and we're going to be doing a group video for you today. We're Group 4, Applied Social Studies first year in ITV.
This is for David's module in Communications.
And DJ is going to begin the introduction.
My name is Oludiji. Today we are going to be talking about the impact of effective communication on service users and the caregivers within the social care sector. We will include non-verbal communication and specialized communication and their elements. We will discuss the elements and how they are beneficial to service users. These elements include body language, eye contact, pecs, and body markers. The service user will be focusing on include an individual with a hearing impairment and service users with cerebral palsy. Both of these service users would have had non-verbal communication and specialized communication as a major factor within their lives. The definition of non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is a term that encompasses all the ways we communicate by our behaviors rather than words. It's primarily applied to 4 areas: body language such as facial expression, the way
Hi, this is Shannon again. Following up from what DJ was saying about non-verbal communication, I'm going to start talking about a few of the elements. So one of the elements is kinetic motion. This is like anything to do with movements or anything like that. So body language, gestures, your posture, eye contact, anything like that. Also, proxemics is the study of the way humans use space to convey messages. So this is like proximity, territorial, and orientation. So if someone's in your personal space, is it appropriate for them to be in your personal space? Who is to be in your personal space and who's not to be in your personal space? So understanding stuff like that is very important, especially with service users. Also, another key element of non-verbal communication is body language. So it is obvious that facial expressions and the use of gesture contribute much to communication. As important, through less easy to interpret, is posture. The way we stand or sit or the position of the head and hands can speak volumes. For example, a dejected person tends to slump, shoulders bowed and head down, and then a confident person would have their shoulders back and head up and always maintain eye contact. Some people are more skilled at hiding these involuntary signs than others, but we all need to make the effort to do so at times, especially when with someone with a hearing impairment, to avoid giving an unfavourable picture of ourselves and to avoid letting them feel that we are reacting unfavourably to them. Another element of non-verbal communication is eye contact. This is very important. Eye contact, especially in Western society when we speak with someone face to face, is natural to look someone in the eye. It is considered to show directness and integrity. Avoidance of eye contact shows lack of confidence and may indicate dishonesty. Eye contact is also a way of communicating that we are listening. It lets the speaker know we are interested. It also used as an initial means of contact. Prior to speaking to someone, we usually make eye contact with them. Eye contact communicates things like attitudes. This is intense gazing into someone's eyes, shows trust and closeness between two people. Also, eye contact gives personality. Assertive, confident and extrovert types make more direct eye contact than those who are less confident. Also, eye contact communicates emotions. Avoiding or breaking eye contact can show annoyance with somebody. A service user who has hearing impairments really depends on non-verbal communication, as they cannot hear communication being spoken by other people to them. They rely on communicating with facial expressions, body language, eye contact, and by using proxemics. Not only do they have to use these methods of communication, but also need to read other people's non-verbal communication. They evaluate other people's non-verbal communication to identify how the person is feeling. So if you can't hear someone, you are fully reliant on looking at them, and like if you're looking at someone and their body language is negative, as in we were saying no eye contact, they wouldn't know whether they were communicating with them or not.
Hi, I'm going to talk about specialised communication. Specialised communication is any method of communication that aids or replaces verbal communication. This can include both high-tech and low-tech based on the levels of person of communication ability. Low-tech based communication includes such things as the Picture Exchange Communication System, called PECS, or LOV. Many aided communication systems are based on pictures and symbols, as it allows easy communication, which is available across a wide variety of environments. This type of communication is beneficial for specific service users with a variety of disabilities, including those with cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy is a condition that focuses on impaired muscle mobility and the occasional damage to the brain at birth. Communication boards recognise the individual's capability for both physical and cognitively. This consists of a board or screen with a selection of pictures available. The pictures are usually themed. This can aid the service user in communication for their wishes for daily tasks, such as what they'd like to eat for lunch. A low-tech communication board would be important for any individual who had a speech impairment but had no other disability. However, a high-tech communication board is more suitable for those with cerebral palsy, as it would involve a computer and eye tracking device to allow service users to blink when they wish to select an icon. This would be for an individual who not only has difficulties communicating, but has limited mobility. A commonly used high-tech communication board software was developed by Mayor Johnson. This is an example of one such high-tech element. The program helps the service user create an interactive picture board in order to aid their communication. It contains over 100 board templates and over 4,400 pictures. A lot of the time, the high-tech communication boards work on a dynamic screen. This means that upon pressing one button, the service user will automatically be brought to a new page of options to choose from. When this high-tech machine uses a speech generator, it is called synthesized speech. Many people with communication difficulties have a higher aspect of understanding than they can show us. So it is important to ensure that while they use the aided communication device, that we allow them to use the device to the fullest of their potential rather than attempting to quicken or distract them. The Picture Exchange Communication System was developed by Andrew S. Bondi in 1985 in an attempt to aid non-verbals in their communication. It is easy to understand and easy to implement. It is an alternative communication system for those who experience difficulties with verbal communications. This is also known as PECS. PECS works by teaching an individual to exchange a photo of an item for the desired item. These photos are kept in a book or a folder, making it easier to use in a larger variety of environments. The person is then taught how to form sentences and answer questions using this book or folder of photos by holding up sentence cards saying phrases such as, "I want." From the above, it is easy to see how non-verbal communication and specialised communication are incredibly important throughout every individual's lives. We have discussed body language as well as eye contact and how they are important when it comes to communicating non-verbally. We have discussed how important it is for our service user who has a hearing impairment, as well as this we have discussed specialised communication and two of the elements of communication that could be in relation to a service user who has cerebral palsy.